Hello everyone, this is Michelle Litwiller with Owl Star Stampers, and what an exciting day today is. When you are watching this video, it is May 1st, 2024, and that means that the annual catalog is officially live and has launched, and you can order products from this catalog. So it's kind of like Christmas for us paper crafters. So it's super exciting. So today we are going to kick off this catalog with our May virtual class. I have 4 amazing new cards that we are going to create with all new products and stamp sets and bundles. And so that's what we're going to do today. So if you are new to me, make sure that you subscribe and like this video, give me a comment, and also at the end or throughout, let me know what you think of these cards and which one is your favorite. Also, don't forget to get on my email list right here. That's where you're going to get notified of all my future specials, classes, updates, all the good stuff, giveaways, and you'll get the free tutorial for this class as well. So you want to be on the email list. I do give away lots of tutorials and fun stuff. So also, if you do order, keep that tutorial when it comes out so you will have it to make these cards. Finally, here is the shop link right here. So this is a link that you're going to need to go shopping, and you can order all your products, and I believe the host code will be attached to that so you don't have to worry about anything. So that's how you can shop the new catalog right there and get all of these awesome new products. How it works with the virtual class is if you spend at least $35 before tax and shipping, you will receive a packet like this in the mail from me. You have until Sunday evening to get your order in, and then we will prep these packets for you. So if your order goes over $50, you're going to get a new free embellishment, and it will be these new in color shimmer gems. I am using these in the spring retreat, but I used almost the whole pack on the retreat, and so these are so beautiful and they coordinate with a lot of colors like you're gonna see. And so you're probably gonna go through several of these throughout the year because I know I'm gonna be using them. But this is what you'll get as a thank you gift if your order goes over $50 with the host code that is attached to this May virtual class. Now, if your order goes over $150, you do not have to use a host code, so you can earn your own rewards, and I will still send you the make and take packet and my free gift. Starting today also, there is a awesome special to join Stampin' Up. Be sure to check out that video. I go over this incredible in color bundle. I would love to have you join my team, and now you get an extra $82 in the new in color ink pads, markers, cardstock, and designer series paper. Okay, let's get stamping. We have a lot to cover, 4 cards, and again, we'll go over the specials at the end. Okay, so hopefully you can check out all the new products online too and see all the new fun stuff there. Our first card we're going to create is going to be using the, see, I have like very few gems on this one, the Country Birdhouse. So this is a new bundle. I was totally drawn to this right away, and this is what is the main feature in my spring retreat. So if you have not already signed up for my spring retreat, be sure to do that. That event sells out, and my retreats are very popular, and this one is no exception. There's so much that has gone into it. So this is what we're featuring for that, and I just can't stop playing with it. Here's what the dies look like. You can cut out all the basic shapes. You can create super intricate birdhouses. There's a lot of really cute things you can do with it. So today we are going to do this. This also has, this is like a big suite of products, and there is some designer series paper right here called Country Woods 12 by 12 designer series paper. This will be included in the spring retreat also, and there's just beautiful wood grains. And so we will die cut your little birdhouse for you. You might get a different shade, but I love this one. I think most of you will get this shade, but there's a couple that kind of have the blue hues in it as well. So that's where I already cut out the birdhouse with the die, just the background. And then we have a thick basic white base and a crumb cake that is embossed with the wood grain embossing folder. I believe it's the timber. So you'll just need to emboss your own background. We don't do embossing, but you will get the shape here. And then you'll need this stamp set or something similar. And for the sake of the video, I already die cut my bird. You're gonna have to die cut your own bird or fussy cut it out. Okay, so let's get started. For this card, I'm just gonna use Early Espresso ink. So I'm gonna fold this card in half, and you're also gonna want some linen thread. I don't give linen thread because I think it's a staple, just like your dimensionals and glue. If you're in the card club, I just gave a bolt of this out. So I kind of give it out about once a year, and then a lot of you guys are like, Michelle, I have so much of it. So if you do need linen thread, it's very inexpensive. I use it all the time. It just adds like a little extra without being too much, and it goes with almost every card. So I love that. So I'm wrapping this around twice, and I'm going to tie a bow, and then we can stick this to our card base. So you can see this one is coming to the end of its roll. Okay, so there is that. Now we're going to go ahead and attach this to our card base. All right, here we go. Just like this. Okay, next up, let's do a little bit of stamping. So I have my Pierce mat here. And so we are going to have, so you'll have just like a little scrap of paper to stamp the bird, and then you will die cut it. I die cut it to save time, and since it's photopolymer, I can just stamp right over. The sentiment I'm using says, hope you have the best day ever. There's also a happy birthday and a hello friend. There's a cute birdhouses, some floral images, and like a little speckled background there. So let's grab the Early Espresso and stamp these. Where did my block go? I don't know, but I got one here. This one's kind of giant though. We're gonna make it work. Okay. We're gonna stamp the words. This is like a 3/4 inch strip. Again, all the measurements, all the names of these products, these new products I'm using, and the colors will all be in the PDF tutorial. And each and every one of you, whether you order or not, can receive this free tutorial on my email list. So make sure you're on that so you don't miss out. And then just save it. You can print it off. You can just save the email, however you like to do it. So that's why I'm not going to say like a lot of measurements, or if I forget, you can refer back to that anyway. Okay, there's our little sentiment. And now I really would like to find my acrylic block. I just tried to clean up everything and I don't know. Here it is. Okay, now we got our little bird. And we're going to ink that up in Early Espresso, and hopefully I can line this up pretty good. So again, you'll just stamp it on the scrap paper we give you, and then you will die cut it with the coordinating die. Or if you like to do what I do and just pre-cut it and then stamp over top, you can do that too. All right, now we're done with the ink pad. We're going to do a little bit of coloring. So I just used the Crumb Cake Blends, and then I also grabbed a new color called Peach Pie. So this is one of our new colors. Hopefully you saw the video where I did a real quick video on the 5 new in colors, introduced them, showed you them. So that's one of them, peach pie. And then I took the light crumb cake, and you can make your bird whatever color you want. I just kept it simple, and I'm just using some crumb cake. Here I have the light, and then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the dark, kind of on this wing and back here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over to blend that out a little bit. Okay, I forgot to do his little feet, so I'm gonna do those just in the peach pie too. So I'm gonna color those. All right, he is all colored in. Now we're gonna pull these pieces in. Okay, the little birdhouse, isn't that so cute? You could use either side. I like the color, the side with a little bit of the color. We're going to grab some dimensionals and put these on. I also did a video of doing a catalog tour. Our catalog is a little bit different this year, so you can check that out. I'm still learning too, so as I was going by, I was trying my best. I'm learning right there with you guys. But there's a video on the new annual catalog. We did a tour, so if you have your catalog, or maybe you don't and you want to see it, you can check that out. Okay, for our little strip here, we're gonna make the ends banners. So we have a banner punch, I believe. I don't think that retired, but I am just going to use my scissors and make the ends banners. For me, this is faster, so I just like to do it this way, but whichever way you guys like to do it, go ahead. And we have that cute little font there. We're gonna pop that up with some dimensionals as well. And then we're gonna add this we're just gonna put across here. And then our bird, we're gonna put a dimensional behind here. And they're gonna go right there. The other thing I did is I thought the bow looked a little wimpy, I guess is the word. So I took my linen thread and I decided to, I made a double bow. So all you do is you just take virtually 2 pieces of thread and make a bow. Okay, so that's what I did. I'm gonna do that right now. Make a double bow with this linen thread. And then I'm going to loop it around. Okay, and okay, now we're going to take the little ends and trim those off. Now the one has kind of like a loop in it, but that's okay, just cut it off. Now we have a double bow. You're gonna grab a little mini glue dot and we can stick this on. And then what I did is over top of this bow here on our card, I just stuck this right over top. And now I love that bow. It's a lot more full and I just like how it looks. So then you're gonna take your gems. If again, your order goes over 50, this is gonna be my thank you gift. I believe this is over an $8 value. Again, these are the new in colors. I'm gonna take the Summer Sky, which is the blue. You could use like these peach pie ones coordinate with so many things. I thought that would be maybe my least color used, and I used it a lot because I used it also for like centers of flowers and all kinds of stuff. I'm just looking for my take your pick tool, and we're gonna add 3 of these gems up here. You could add more, you could add different colors depending on what color you want your birdhouse to be. But I think this bundle is going to be amazing. Again, I loved it for my retreat. What do you think of this card? Is it not the cutest? And here's this version. So that's card number 1. Drop me a comment about the Country Birdhouse card. Okay, I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to grab the supplies to do card number 2. And for card number 2, we are using the Adventurous Sky Bundle. So this bundle there's a suite of products. It has the stamp set. It has some dies here, which I don't have them in a case yet, but you can make some really cool airplanes. There's clouds. It will also cut out these airplanes here. So this bundle I am featuring for my card club for the month of May. I know I get requested all the time for masculine cards. And so I thought this would be great. There is a Happiest Father's Day in here, but you could make birthday cards. You could make whatever type of cards with this set. So it has one that says, "You always lift me up," to my friend, flying by to say hi. There is a happy birthday. And then there's this one that says, "You're the best, plain and simple." So I always love a good stamp set with a little play on words. So for this card, we are going to be using the coordinating paper. In the card club, you are going to get a half a pack of this paper. It comes 12 by 12, and you can see here there's just some really great colors. This is like my favorite, and we're going to use this piece on the card today. It has like Night of Navy and Copper Clay. There's Mossy Meadow. Look at these colors. Just a really great, and this is a really fun one. So unfortunately, yours is going to be all cut up. So if you do like this paper, you might want to get your own pack, because on this right here, you can make all these cool tags and it's kind of like that daisy paper where it has all these little pieces that you can use, and then that's the back. So anyway, a really cool pack of paper. Again, if you're in the card club, I think you're gonna really enjoy these cards. We don't do a lot of masculine type cards, so here's one. Okay, here we go. So I have Night of Navy here. We're just gonna go ahead and fold this in half. Then we're gonna take, you're gonna get a couple pieces of designer series paper. Yours might vary. There's, again, several different navy designer papers. So on this card, I'm using this. There's also a little strip of Copper Clay we're gonna use. And then the airplane piece, this is 3 by 4, and we have a Night of Navy behind it. You're also gonna get a little label. We'll die cut this label for you. And this label comes from a new bundle. I don't know where it went. Is it in here? I don't know what the bundle is called. Maybe it's right here. I found it. There are, it's called Unbounded Love. So look at this set. There's all these amazing labels in here. And I've been using them a lot for the retreat and for card club and different, the things. But this is where that label comes from. And so again, we'll die cut it, but I just want to show you all these great labels in the Unbounded Love bundle. So there we have that. For this card, we just need a Night of Navy. We're just gonna stamp our words real quick, and this card is going to go together very fast. You will also have a piece of basic white for the inside because the card is so dark. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna stamp "You're the best, plain and simple," and we're going to stamp "Happiest Father's Day" on the inside, and then the little airplane. Again, if you don't need a Father's Day card, change it out to what you want, or just leave the inside blank. So here we go. Let's do our label first in Night of Navy. I'm just gonna do that right in the center if I can. I didn't even put my sticker on yet. It is a fresh, brand new set. Okay, now where did my chamois go? Right here. So we're going to clean this chamois off, or clean the stamp off with the chamois. This chamois just has plain water on it. These regular ink pads are water-based, so just the chamois and water will clean them, and then just rinse out your chamois under water and you are good to go. For the inside, I have the Happiest Father's Day. I'm gonna stamp that and right there. And then I am going to stamp a little airplane in the corner as well. You could do whatever one you want. You could stamp clouds. You could really go to town with this. I'm gonna do this airplane. The other one I did a little bit of the smaller airplane. So then I'll show you the difference. This airplane's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna have it kind of flying onto the page or the card like that. All right. Let's do our assembling. Okay. I'm going to close up the ink pad. We're done stamping. And let's first put our piece on the inside with some adhesive. All right, there we go. Now for the outside of our card, you're going to take the piece with the blue and we're going to glue that down onto the left side of our card. Okay, then we're going to take this little copper clay 1/2-inch strip and we're going to put that next to it. So all right, just put this right here, like so. When you get your packet for your order, you can always refer back to this video too if you need to. Okay, for these 2 layers, just gonna layer them together. And we're going to put this on with some dimensionals behind it. So there we have that. Grab your dimensionals. Okay. And then we'll put this on right here in the middle. All right, and then before we attach our label, you can just pop it up if you want, but if you do have your linen thread, I did loop a little bit around my fingers, like making a little figure 8, kind of grabbing it in the middle, pinching it. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue behind your label to like stick the linen thread, and I'm kind of putting it down at an angle so it's not like straight up and down. Then you'll just grab your dimensionals and you can kind of go over that linen thread to like anchor it down. I'm gonna put another one over here, and then we're just gonna put this on the center of our card. If you want, you can kind of unravel the ends a little bit. There we go, like that. I'm just gonna put that right in the center. Okay, and now the gems. So I'm gonna take those gems, and again, I don't have very many left on this sheet. I already used a whole sheet. I'm gonna take 2 of the peach pie ones, and I'm going to add them on the end of here, and they kind of pull in the color from that copper clay. So there is our masculine card. You are the best, plain and simple. Here's the inside. Here is the other card. So again, you might get a different little pattern there. They all look great. And then here's the inside here with the smaller plane. So there you go. That's our card number 2. Let me know what you think of our Adventurous Sky card. All right, let me move these aside. And now we're moving on to card number 3. This card is so cute. And for this card, we are featuring the Hearts and Hugs bundle. Okay, look at this cute little hamster, and there's the walrus, the badgers, and a little mouse. Not really too fond of mice right now. But they all are hugging each other and have little hearts, and so this is a very adorable stamp set. This is a stamp set that is featured in my retreat as one of the add-on classes. I just love it so much. And so here is the bundle. If you want the coordinating dies, you can cut out lots of hearts, the shapes of these animals, and there is a little banner. There's also to make and build these really cute flowers, which I have not done yet, but very, very cute bundle. I've already used this set like a ton. All these sets that I'm showing you, I have used and made multiple cards already. So here we go. Here's what this card is. So this card, you might be like, what is that color? Well, let me tell you, this is a new color that Stampin' Up came out with called Basic Beige. It is, they got rid of our thick Very Vanilla. I will be honest, I didn't use the thick Very Vanilla a lot. We still have regular Very Vanilla, but I feel like this is going to be a color I'm going to go to a lot. It's just a very soft color, but it's not white. So we're going to use this for our card base. I have a coordinating layer that I emboss with a new embossing folder. This embossing folder is so cute. You can use any embossing folder you want. Again, we don't emboss, but I wanted to show you, this is the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. And so there's that I use to emboss. So let's fold this in half. There's like fuzz stuck to me. And then before we attach that, you're gonna attach your emboss piece, you will have a piece of ribbon in your kit, and I picked Pretty in Pink. So this is some new ribbon, and again, this ribbon comes in all 5 of the new in colors. So you can, if you have a favorite color, or maybe you want to collect them all eventually, the ribbon ties really nice. So you'll have a piece of ribbon in there. You're just gonna wrap it around and tie it in a knot. The theme of the spring retreat is, well, we use the Country Birdhouse bundle, like I mentioned. And then little nameplate coordinates with the birdhouse. But everything else, we have a pink theme. The bag is amazing. It is like a pretty pink color. And we have all these cute little gifts. That are pink themed. And so I think you guys are going to love it. The few people that have seen some of the sneak peeks have been super excited. So anyway, I love this. I love Pretty in Pink and just pink in general. So there we have our ribbon tied around. And now we are going to attach it with dimensionals in the corner, because I like to do a lot color on color, and I don't want to emboss the base of the card. I like to add this layer to it to give it a little, just some more layering, I guess. And I just like how it looks. Okay, so there we have that. Doesn't that look so nice? Now you're gonna have a stylish shape. This is a circle. It has little like dots, little kind of like stitching around it. And then you're gonna have a little 1/2-inch strip of white to stamp a little banner. So we are going to stamp the badgers. You could stamp any of them. It's kind of a bigger circle though. So here's the little badgers. We have some little hearts here, and I'm gonna stamp Sending Birthday Hugs, because I like sending birthday cards, but you could have Sending a Big Hug. I could just hug you. So sending you a big hug, and then here in the inside you could put, so it's there when you need it. Then we have I could just hug you, sending birthday hugs, and thanks. So again, adorable, adorable set. You guys know I love my little hearts, so I'm gonna add those. For this one, we're using Early Espresso ink as well. You could use Memento Black too. I'm just gonna use the brown to make it a not so stark, although it's very darkest brown we have. And then I'm going to clean this off right here, and then we're gonna stamp our sentiment here, and that's gonna go also in early espresso. Oh, and then we got to do our little hearts, so that's gonna go right there. Okay, and then last but not least, these little trio of hearts, we're gonna have them off to the side here like so. There we go. There is our stamping. Now we do have to do a little bit of coloring, but not anything too bad. I wasn't sure what color badgers were, so I looked it up, and there can be gray and black and brown and who knows what other colors. So because I already used the crumb cake on the bird, I just decided to stick with that, and I think it looks really great with the beige color. And then I have the light Pretty in Pink blend. So again, Pretty in Pink is a new in color. Actually, we had Pretty in Pink right when I first started as a demonstrator, and so it wasn't around very long, but it came back. So I'm going to color the hearts in the Pretty in Pink to tie in with the ribbon, and then for the badger, I'm going to take the light crumb cake, and we're just going to color. Oh, I colored their noses in pink too, so I need to grab that marker back. So just down here I'm coloring, and then do the other. Have you guys heard me tell you this story about how my husband has a badger head? You know, like a mascot costume. He has like a giant badger head, and him and his like college friends and roommates just have always had so much fun with that throughout the years. It may have made an appearance at a wedding or two, camping trips, all kinds of stuff. They have a lot of fun with it. Okay. Here we go. Coloring, coloring, coloring. I'm using the brush end, and I'm using the light first. I know some people use the dark first. You can do it whichever way you like to do it. Actually, more of my friends I think now do it the opposite of me. Okay, so now I'm going to take the dark, and just like kind of where these little lines are and down the side here, I'm just going to add in a little bit of this dark in the foot and around the neck and up by the nose, the little ear. I'm just going to add in a little bit, and then I'm going to come in with the light and just do little circular motions and kind of blend some of this out. I love these markers. I know I say that every video, but it's true. Okay. Once you get it how you like it, then you're done. You can also, I got my other one a little bit darker, and then it was a little bit too dark, so I used my color lifter, and I just lifted some of the color off, and I really liked how that looked. But there is our little badgers. Whoops, put the wrong caps on. Okay, and then I need that pink to color in their nose. I have a little pink here. I know their noses might not be pink, but it looks cute on the card, and that's what I'm going for. Now we're gonna flip this over and pop this up on our card with some dimensionals. Okay, and now we're going to put this on right here, and then our little sending birthday hugs. I'm just gonna cut both ends at an angle, just like that, and then I'm going to attach this here with just the right side with a dimensional. So the left, we'll just add a little bit of glue, and it will stick to our circle. Whoops, I gotta peel this off. And then this will go right here. And to finish it off, you can grab your in color gems, the pretty in pink color, and we're gonna add a couple of these to our card. All right, so I'm gonna add one more down here. You can even add the little dots in the center of these little eyelets. Okay, there's our card. Is that not like the cutest little card ever? This would make like cute anniversary cards, Valentine's Day cards, you know. Oh my gosh, so many cute things you can do with the Hearts and Hugs bundle. So here is this one right here. Okay, let me know what you think of card number 3. All right, moving on to our last card. Our last card is going to feature another new stamp set called the Spotlight on Nature. So this, I'm only using the stamp set on this. This is also a stamp set I featured in the spring retreat, and I included the stamp set in that class. The stamp set is $23, and you will make 4 beautiful cards. This also comes with some incredible dies, but they're all circle shapes. So you might want those, but I included the stamp set in the other. So just little FYI. But I wanted to use a stamp set on the next card. So for this card, we are using the new color Petunia Pop. This is a new in color. It's like a purple shade. And then we have some new paper here. Look at this pretty paper. And this paper is called, it coordinates with that the labels I showed you. It's the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. And this is a 12 by 12 pack. I don't have a lot left because I used it to make some little pillow gifts for my retreat. But you can see there's lots of pinks in here and purples. Just really beautiful pack of 12 by 12 paper. The whole suite is gorgeous. There's even a Memories and More card pack, which I used to create my 3rd add-on class for the retreat. So that one has no stamping, but a lot of these coordinating colors in there. So there's where you're gonna find that paper. For this one, we are gonna use a Memento black ink pad, and we're gonna stamp these flowers and butterfly. Okay, fold your thick basic white in half. Then you can go ahead and take your designer series paper, and we're gonna attach this down the side. I really like these colors. They're perfect for spring and summer. Okay, next up, you have a little scrap here to stamp a butterfly, and this we're gonna stamp our flowers. On your banner here from our Stylish Shapes, that will be in your kit, die cut for you, we're gonna stamp our words. So I'm just looking for my Memento black ink pad, and we are going to, let's stamp the butterfly first. And on your scrap paper there, we're gonna fussy cut that out because again, the dies that coordinate with this set are all circles. So they don't cut out these shapes at all. But I love the circles. They're really cool, so you'll have to check those out. All right, and then we have this image, which now I need that bigger block. It's under my early espresso. And we're going to ink this up. Okay, ink it up really good. And stamp this on this basic white. Okay, got it. Look at how good that looks. And now the last thing we're gonna stamp are our words. So in this set, there's only 2 sentiments. There's a lot of great images, but only 2 sentiments. They're very pretty font. They have a dear friend and a thanks. And these little images and kind of background. So I'm just gonna stamp thanks on this one to go, you know what, I need this sticker on. I'm done trying to line it up perfectly. So I'm gonna add my sticker to the back of this. I've just been always in a constant hurry, it seems like. So here is our, let's put that sticker on. And okay, and then we're just going to do that in the black also. You could do it in the Petunia Pop if you wanted, the ink pad. And there is that. Okay, we got everything stamped. So now let's close up our ink pad and move that out of the way along with our early espresso. We're officially done stamping everything for our virtual catalog kickoff. Are you guys just so excited about this new catalog like me? Okay, for this one, I'm going to be coloring it with the Petunia Pop blends as well as the Light Shy Shamrock. You could color it in, actually, let's try this with the Light Summer Splash, because that's what colors in the background of this paper. Let's do the Light Summer Splash. It kind of has like, it's like a Coastal Cabana-y type of color. So I'm going to do the leaves on this. I don't know if that's how they are in Mother Nature, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm changing up. The other one has this Shy Shamrock, so you can see the difference. Okay, I'm going to do the leaves first in here because they're going to color coordinate. And then we're going to do the flowers and the butterfly. I think I'm going to do a little bit of the pretty and pink in the butterfly too. I'm going to do a little bit of different coloring. That's what's so fun about these. You can do each one a little bit different if you want. Okay, so here we have our leaves and the little stems. Again, this is the alcohol markers, so because of that, if you want to use a black, use the Memento because that will not bleed with this. Okay, there's our, the leaves are, and the stems are colored in with that color. Now we're going to go in with the light Petunia Pop, and I'm going to color these flowers in with that. Okay. Now, if you did happen or do want to join my team and you get the other markers, the Stampin' Write markers, you can use those. You can even, you can do a lot of different things with the Stampin' Write markers as well that you can't with these. So I just like how these blend so effortlessly. But the starter kit comes with the Stampin' Write markers and you get all 5 colors. Okay, so here we go. Here's this. And then I think here, let me grab the pink, the light pretty and pink. I think I'm going to do a little bit of pink here. And then, I don't know, we'll see how this works. Because the other one, I just only use a Petunia Pop. If we don't like it, that's okay. You'll see what you don't want to do. Okay, so here we have this. Petunia Pop. We're also going to grab our Winka Stella and add a little bit of sparkle. Okay, so here's our butterfly so far. I'm going to take the pink and kind of go over it and try to blend it a little bit. Kind of, we'll see what that does. Okay, and I use the pink on this one because there are a little pink in there. Okay, then I'm going to take the dark, what is this color again? Petunia Pop. And I'm going to just add a little bit into the flowers and the butterfly. And then we are about done. And a little bit up here. And a little bit over here. Okay, so the last thing is to grab your Wink of Stella. Hopefully there's some in this one and it's not empty. And just add a little bit of sparkle to our butterfly. And if you want, you can add some to your flowers too. Okay, so pretty. Now let's just take our scissors and we're gonna cut out. So there's our butterfly. What do you think of it? You'll see the other card where it's just one color. I really like that too. So you can determine which one you like better or how you want to do yours. Okay, we're gonna just cut this. And when I fussy cut, I turn my paper and not my scissors. That's my little tip, or at least that's what I try. And I leave a little white edge. I don't cut right up to the black. I would never do like 100 of these cards, but you could do a few. They are so pretty. Okay, there is our beautiful butterfly. And now we're going to layer. There's our flowers. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, attach this together. This goes here. And then this is going to go on this card with dimensionals. So put those in the corner. And then next up we have something right here. Okay, now we have our little butterfly. I'm going to add a dimensional behind the butterfly. And I'm going to pop this up right here like that. And then we're going to take our little banner and put it down at the bottom, again with a dimensional. And last but not least, you're going to grab your in color gems. And there's Petunia Pop on there. And so we're going to grab 3 of those and add those to our card. You can see why I have gone through almost 2 whole packs. I have a 3rd pack even open. These gems are so pretty. You're going to love them. You're going to need more than 1 pack. Use them. Use up your pretty things. All right, there we go. Here's our last card. Let me know what you think of this. I love it, and I hope you guys do too. Here's my other card where the butterfly is just all Petunia Pop. There's no pretty and pink added. So you can do it either way. All right, I hope you guys love these cards. Again, we use the Spotlight on Nature. We use the Hearts and Hugs. Still trying to remember all the names. We also have our Adventurous Sky right there. Again, this is Card Club for May. And our first card we started off with is the Country Birdhouse bundle featuring our spring retreat. I would love to know in the comments which one your favorite is, or in order of how you would put them. I hope you like them. I tried to give you a good variety of the new annual catalog so you could see it in action and also see more ways of how I use these stamp sets, because I am featuring them in several upcoming classes and events I have going on for the month of May. If you're going to invest in a stamp set or a bundle, I like to show you even more ways in how you can use that in your crafting. So again, if you would like to get the make and take for these, you can place your order through my online store with the attached host code. You have through Sunday evening. And if your order goes over that 50, you're going to get your full pack of these gems as my thank you gift to you, in addition to all the pieces. Now you need to have your own stamp sets and ink. You can substitute, and you also will need linen thread and then your own embossing folders. So Other than that, we will have all the basic shapes cut out for you. We will even do the little birdhouse for you because I want you to have that cool wood grain paper. Again, check out all the videos with the new catalog, all the new stuff right here. And here's the link to do your shopping. I can't wait to check out your comments and see which one is your favorite. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for all your orders, and bye everyone.